Oh, yeah, in the sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. Ooh, feel what I feel, what I feel, what I feel. Clear breeze by the sea, with my lady, my baby. Loving when I'm loving in the sunshine. Only my baby can ease my mind. In the sunshine, no worries, no stresses. Letting go of the hustle and the bustle of life. Living for the love and the sunshine. My life, my life, my life, my life. Ooh, my life in the sunshine, in the sunshine.
Dobry den, Kaki Priteb. Welcome to another Cockney Bulgarians. Welcome. So this one, we're looking at getting ready, excited to drive out to Bulgaria. And I've got the fan on because the camera's overheating, so if that's a distraction, I've got the mic right in my hands here, so I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, I've got the mic here, so it should be alright. It looks like it's alright on there. So yeah, we'll crack on. Anyway, I've got a little script as normal because I'll just be babbling on. So we are going to drive out to Bulgaria, and this video is just a little bit about that journey, that adventure. So it's not just another road trip. This is going to be the biggest journey we've ever undertaken across 8 countries. Some 1,700 to 2,000 kilometers, miles, and yeah, from the UK to Burgas in Bulgaria. So we shall see how that goes. So in just a few weeks we'll be driving all the way from the UK to Bulgaria. 2 people, 1 dog and 1 Toyota Verso 1600 diesel with a roof box. Before we can even think about turning the key in the door, in the car, should I say, or turning the key in the car to start the engine, there's loads to think about. The car needs to be prepared. We've got paperwork that needs sorting. Sully, my dog, needs to be ready to travel as well. We need to plan the route across multiple countries, and we need to make sure both the car and ourselves are ready for one of the biggest adventures we've ever taken. So in this video I'll kind of talk about exactly what it is that we've had to do, the preparation, and what we're doing and why we've done it. Why are we driving? We could have flown. Well, I will need a car for out there. We're going to need a car out there. I want to take my car over eventually. But one of the main reasons is I want to take the dog. I've got to take the dog with me. So I'm going to need to drive out there. We're going to need to pick up beds and fridges and other bits and pieces when we're out there. So I'm going to need a car rather than hiring. It makes more sense to take my car. Flying would be cheaper. I think the trip is probably going to be around $350. If everything was done already, if we were just packing and jumping in the car and driving, probably be around $350. But anyway, you'll find out why. So we can stop whenever we want. We can take everything we need, and we can travel at our own pace. We can keep Sully with us throughout the journey, which is going to be good, and begin our new life the moment we leave the front door. Basically, we'll be in the car, and the journey will be beginning. So that'd be fantastic. So saying goodbye to my Toyota CHR. I sold my car. I told you I quit my job, sold my car. I was paying about $3.50 a month for it. Got rid of the Toyota. I loved it. It was smooth, automatic, comfort, brilliant. Not really good for Sully. A bit claustrophobic in the back, and not really practical for what I needed it for. So, you know, it was everything I come to expect from a Toyota. Very reliable, very comfortable. But once I made the decision to move to Bulgaria, practicality became more important than looks. I needed something that could carry luggage, tools, camping gear, all those bits and pieces, still be comfortable enough for the drive across Europe, and was cost effective. So I chose a Toyota Verso diesel 1600. I stuck with Toyota, really reliable. I looked at loads of different cars, and that one came up as one of the most reliable, easy to fix if anything goes wrong, and that sort of thing. So that was kind of my thinking behind it. Plus it was diesel. I'm going to be doing lots of motorway driving, and when I get out to Bulgaria on anything flash, I'm going to be in the middle of nowhere. So it seemed I basically used the equity off of my CHR that I'd built up to get the Toyota, so I didn't really pay anything for it. And yeah, I've got no debts, don't pay anything for the car now, it's mine. It's 104 miles on the clock, so it is what it is. But it's a 7-seater version, and with all the seats folded flat, it creates a surprisingly large sleeping area, which I'm going to make use of. We're going to sleep in the car rather than spending hundreds of pounds on hotels every night. Planning to sleep in the car if we need to rest whenever practical. We'll be using camping mats and sleeping bags and that sort of thing, turning the Verso into our bedroom for one night, hopefully. Hopefully that means we'll arrive in Bulgaria a little bit fresher, safer, and without feeling completely exhausted. The extra space also makes a huge difference for Sully. He's a big dog. So instead of being squeezed in among bags and boxes, he'll have a nice room to stretch out at the back, and we'll have his bed out there and everything, and it'll be cool for him, so it should be a lot better. For the trip, the Verso isn't just a transport, it's a luggage carrier, rest area, and for a couple of nights it'll be a hotel as well. Hoping just one, really am. So preparing the car, I'm not taking any chances. The aircon wasn't working. This heat wave we're having here, the aircon wasn't working. So what I did was took it to the shop, and they've told me I needed a compressor, and they quoted me 600 quid, 240 to fit it, and I was like, £1,000, and I didn't pay for the car. I'm paying £1,000 for that. So we've looked to source one online, 95 quid, brand new one, and I'm going to pay the 240 because the system needs to be flushed and all that. So the air conditioning system, new receiver dryer, and a new expansion valve, full service on the air conditioning. Clutch feels a little bit high, so I've bought a new clutch. I haven't fitted it yet, but that was $350. So yeah, I don't want to break down and be in problems halfway across Europe. I'm going to fit a roof box and some bars. That's going to probably cost me around 300, maybe a little bit more, 400 for the box and the bars, because I haven't got any rails on my car. So it gives us a little bit more storage without filling the car up. I can have the tools in there, and we're going to take a few tools over to work on the house and other bits. I'm looking at buying a second-hand box if I can get one on eBay, decent one, and I'll get it. If not, I'll have to spend a little bit more, maybe get a new one, but a cheaper. I won't get a fuel or anything. So getting Sully ready is costing me money again. His vaccine, 95 quid. Pets at home. 95 quid, and then they were charging me 210 for his animal health care. I've looked elsewhere for that and got one for 95 quid. So about 180 in total for Sully. He's already microchipped. I see the details of that. Supplies, food, whatever, water, his bed, toys, something to keep him entertained. Yeah, so that'll be Sully, getting him ready. There'll be regular comfort breaks. I'll have to stop along the way to make sure he's walked and watered and fed and everything else. And if Sully's happy, trust me, everybody's happy. So I'd much rather have him travelling with us than flying separately, and keep my eyes on him throughout the whole journey. So what we're taking, I'm taking some tools. I want to do some work, drills, screwdrivers, saws, that kind of thing. There's going to be some gardening that needs to be doing, so I'm taking whatever I can in the toolbox, the roof box, some blankets, necessities, bits and pieces, socket sets, just the basic stuff that I might need. Jump leads, we've got one of those little power pack things that starts the battery, tyre compressor, spare wheel. That was another thing about the Toyota. The CHR didn't have a spare wheel, and it didn't really have space for a spare wheel, and if I put a spare wheel in there, there'd been less space for everything else. The Toyota has got a space saver wheel, so if we do get a flat, I can change it myself at the side of the road and we can crack on until we can get the other one repaired. With the CHR, it would have been a nightmare. I've had a flat in the UK and just been stranded and had to call someone out. So, yeah, that was one of the other considerations. So we're all taking some basic bits. Our sleep setup, obviously, I'm taking some camping gear. The house is going to be empty. So we're going to have to take some stuff to sleep in the first night. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there and then get back out and buy stuff and put it up. So we might just get there, be knackered, just crash out in a tent or whatever for the night, and then sort out some bits the next day. So, yeah, it takes a lot of planning because it's not in the UK. We can't bring stuff from here. Can't bring too much stuff from here with us, so we are starting again basically over there. So safety along the way. Sleeping in the car doesn't mean we'll just pull up anywhere and have a kip. We're going to look at doing a camping site along the way, or a designated place where we can rest up safely, with well lit and blah 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 blah, that sort of thing. Not taking any chances. Motorway stations and stuff like that, busy motorway service stations, park up in there and have a kip. If something or somewhere don't feel right, then we're off. Having Sully is definitely feeling more secure with Sully there. He's a guard dog, he's a Presa Canario, he's a big boy, and he's not very friendly with people when he first meets them. It takes him some time to warm up, and you can't just approach him and stroke him. He's not that sort of dog. You have to get to know him before he relaxes. Wonderful dog, but very good, very, very good guard dog. Was it cheaper to fly? It would have been cheaper to fly, but yes and no. It would have been more expensive with Sullivan, obviously, and driving works out quite expensive, so we're going to break all that down. Once we're in Bulgaria, we will need a car, hence I want to take mine. Hiring a vehicle can become expensive. It's cheap if you're going to go for 3 days, fairly cheap to hire a car for that period of time, but 10 days a week, and it's just money down the drain, isn't it, if you can take your own car. So here's what we're budgeting. I'm going to the top end of all of these, right? So vehicle preparation, about 1,400. I'm hoping to come in under that, and I'll let you know. That's just the vehicle. The roof bars and the roof box, I've got 420. I'm hoping to come in a lot under that. Fuel, around 350 for that journey. That's the top end. Could possibly do it. Depends how I drive. Depends how it goes. But yeah, looking at 350 for petrol, diesel, Channel Tunnel, or the ferry. Now, the Eurostar thing is more expensive, but it's 35 minutes across. The ferries, you can get them as cheap as 60 quid, but you're talking about 2.5 hours. With the dog in the back, it's just dead time. An hour and a half, we could be moving through that time. So yeah, may spend a little more on the Eurostar rather than getting a ferry, but we'll see what happens nearer the time, booking and all that. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so the route. We've looked at several different routes. Deciding our plan is to stay mainly on the motorways, better roads, more fuel efficient. There's more fuel stations to buy fuel as well than going off the beaten track. More services, hopefully less stress. We'll also be checking traffic conditions as we go, just in case we need to adjust the route slightly. But yeah, we're going to go through multiple countries, so it is what it is. The plan is that we're going to share the driving, so we're going to do 6 hours each, and hopefully one of us will get to rest while the other is driving, so we can continuously keep going with short stops in between to let Sully out, wee-wees, whatever breaks, comfort breaks, and then just crack on with the driving so that we can get there as expediently as possible. As expediently as possible, without risk. So we want to be driving most of the time if we can. The aim's not to break any records, it's just to get everything go to plan and we get there as safe as we can, hopefully around a day and a bit. So what worries me, if I said I wasn't worried I'd be lying. I mean, driving through 8 countries, never having done it before, all the little bits that we've got to get, stickers for the car and stuff. Driving through different countries and languages, driving different driving laws, different languages, different currencies, roadworks, border crossings, the dog in the back. I mean, yeah, what could go wrong? Anything can happen, but that's all part of the adventure. I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, even though it's daunting. Character building is how I see it. So it's just, the journey is not really about the drive, it's about all of the bits changing our lives. It's about every mile we do gets us closer to the house, and it's about the journey, seeing Austria, seeing Germany, France, and all the other countries that we go through. Just moving towards that future. It's going to be, it's just part of the journey. We've been to Bulgaria 5 times. This is another part of that. And I can't wait to see Sully run onto his probably well overgrown garden by now, but I can't see him the space. He'll just blow his mind. But yeah, it's slightly terrifying, but I can't wait. So over the next few weeks, I will be sharing absolutely everything. Preparing the car, packing everything we own, getting Sully ready to driving across Europe, sleeping in the car, crossing the borders and all that sort of stuff. So, and finally, hopefully arriving safe and sound. We're going to pick up the keys in Sofia, with the routes taking us through Sofia. So we're going to pick the keys up. We were going to get them dropped off via courier in a local place, but if I had to go past the house to get the keys, I weren't going to do that. I was going to get them dropped off, but because we're going through Sofia, we will go to see Deutschin and bump into him and introduce you to our lawyer, and get him a drink as well, because he's a top bod. Yeah, so I'm just we're going to go and pick the keys up. So hopefully you'll join us on that journey, and yeah, we'll see you soon. So, peace out.
Oh, yeah, in the sunshine, sunshine. my baby can ease my mind. In the sunshine, no worries, no stresses. Letting go of the hustle and the bustle of life. Living for the love and the sunshine. My life, my life, my life, my life. Ooh, my life in the sunshine, in the sunshine. Feel what I feel. Do you feel what I feel? Or do you feel what I feel when I feel what I feel when I'm feeling? Or do you feel what I feel when I feel when I feel when I'm feeling? Just leaves and things and flowers and butterflies and buttercups and all things nice, all things nice, all things nice, something nice in the sunshine, in the sunshine. Baby, in the sunshine, in the sunshine, in the sunshine, blow my mind. Nothing for the love for my lady, the sunshine, baby. My life, my life, my life, my life, my life, my life, my life. My life in the sunshine, in the sunshine, in the sunshine. Yeah. Tell me about the sunshine, in the sunshine, in the sunshine, in the sunshine, blows my mind. I feel so right, I feel so real, I feel so right, I feel so good in the sunshine. Sunshine, in the sunshine.